Hi everybody, this is methlokaiju, and today I'll be doing a kind of different video today. I read three articles about, some cool Godzilla facts and all that stuff. And that inspired me to do this video, which is titled, Top 9 Favorites, Top 9 Godzilla Facts. Why not Top 10? Because I couldn't find a 10th one that most people would not know about, because some in this list I already knew about in the past, and most of you probably already know about it as well, but there is a select few that probably don't know most of these actually. And there's also some that I never knew about, what was it, number 1, number 4, and like number 6, stuff of that sort. So let's get started with this list. Number 9. The Godzilla franchise has possibly the most sequels of any movie to date. Now, people are saying that the James Bond movies have more movies, the James Bond series has more movies than Godzilla movies, and that is, I believe, not true. James Bond. No, James Bond is a pretty cool series, I think, or something. I don't know. But I believe there's 24 movies of James Bonds, and guess how many movies Godzilla has? Like 30. I even lost track. But yeah, there's around 30 films that Godzilla has. Plus, it's gonna be Godzilla 2016, and then the Godzilla 2018, and then the possible Godzilla 3. And then Toho might make another film after Godzilla 2. All these movies. So Godzilla might be, Godzilla might be the franchise with the most sequels. Or movies, whatever. Number 8. Toho sued Subway, Warner Brothers, and countless other companies. Now, the reason why they sued a bunch of these companies is because they were selling or not promoting things that look very remarkably similar to Godzilla without asking Toho if they can use it. For example, in Subway's case, there was a commercial in the 1990s, I think, or 1980s. I'm guessing it's 1990s, like late 1990, I believe, I'm not really sure. And, we see a bunch of shots of people saying $5 footlong, the famous tagline. And there's this one shot where there's this Japanese girl walking around. She looks up, and there's this very similar creature destroying the cities of Japan, I'm not really sure, or an Asian city, and it looks a lot like Godzilla. I mean, not a bunch like Godzilla. It does have its differences, but the setting and then just a monster included there seems a little like Godzilla. It tied into Godzilla, so that's why I sued Godzilla. My god, my tongue is getting twisted right now. That's why Toho sued Subway. And then for Warner Brothers, there was this movie that they released called Pee-wee the Big Adventures or something, I'm not really sure. And if you have seen that film, which I have, in like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, somewhere around there, and they showed a scene with, Godzilla and King Ghidorah fighting, and that's when, Pee-wee, just crosses by the sets and then destroys the tanks. If you know what I'm talking about, then yeah, pretty cool scene. But Toho sued them for using Godzilla and not asking permission for it. And obviously there's other companies that I will not mention because this video will be solely just about the suing parts, which I do not want that. So that's number 8. Number 7, a bunch of you already know this. I already knew this before. A dinosaur was named after him. Now, there was no dinosaur called Godzillasaurus, but instead there was a dinosaur called Gojirasaurus. And no, it's not this ginormous theropod that eats sauropods and all these large creatures. It's like a raptor-ish kind of creature, and it lived in the Triassic period. So the only thing it can hunt is probably little tiny mammals, and maybe dead possum-suckers, maybe. But yeah, just little things which, I don't know, for me it's an understatement. That's number 7. Number 6 is one I did not know about, and it was Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah sprung on controversy by being reported as anti-American. Now, this is to the limits of stupidity, really. because viewers said that by Godzilla is actually attacking the American natives and not attacking the Japanese, it's already American, and that it's like racist and all that stuff. I mean, like, really, people? It's just a movie. I mean, like, come on, seriously? Over a dinosaur? That's why there's like a bunch of controversy? Pathetic. Anyways, that's number 6. Number 5 I knew about as well, but many of you probably don't. And that is the Snicker Goji is the tallest Godzilla suit. Now, you probably heard that the Sogogeki Goji, which is GMK Godzilla, is the tallest Godzilla suit. Well, it looks like Snickers Goji, which is the Godzilla that appeared in the Snickers commercial, is more taller than that. Kind of surprising, but reality. So that's number 5. Number 4 is one I never knew about until yesterday when I made this list. And that was that Godzilla was shown in a Dr. Pepper ad. Now, the Godzilla actually reminded me of the Yamakatsu Godzilla 1962 figure. It looks a lot like that. And it doesn't actually seem like a Dr. Pepper ad. But later on, that's when I believe Godzilla chugs a giant can of Dr. Pepper, I believe. And that's when he calms down, the city is all fine or something. I'm not really sure. But it was a pretty cool ad, I guess. I'm not really sure. I don't really have a full opinion on it. I did saw it. It's like 31 seconds long or something. It's decent. I mean, other commercials are better. Like the Fiat Godzilla 2014 commercial. That's way better. But, you know, for the time, it was decent. So that's number 4. Number 3, a bunch of you already know. But just in case of those who didn't know, Godzilla was going to be an octopus. And I bet you guys wouldn't even like Godzilla if it was an octopus. And I don't think it would even be successful as much as it is right now if it was an octopus. Because who wants to see a cephalopod destroying a city and having, what, 30 movies of just pure octopus destroying stuff? Who wants to have that? Really pathetic idea. But thank God they went with Godzilla instead. Number 2, interesting. I never knew about this, but for me it's, I don't really care about this fact. But I just wanted to add it in since most of you probably don't know about it. And that is Gigan's name refers to him having one eye and not his size. Now people say that his name is Gigan because it has Giga and, you know, gigantic. And, you know, gigantic makes it big. But in this case, they named it after its sole eye. It only has one eye. So that's why they named it Gigan instead of its actual size. So that's pretty interesting. Number 1. I never knew about this until 3 days ago. And that was King Ghidorah was originally supposed to be purple. Get this. With rainbow wings. Wow. That would have been incredibly interesting and would just completely change the face of the planet. Really weird, and you can still find it in a couple of the Ghidorah 3-headed monster posters, as you can see right there. You can tell that the wings of this Ghidorah are rainbowish color. I mean, they're not so prominent, like, you know, right at your face rainbow color, like Skittle commercial rainbow colors. They're not like that. But you know, they're kind of fainted. You can see different color patterns in the wings. But I forgot his name, Eiji Tsuburaya or something. I forgot his name. I think it was probably Eiji Tsuburaya. He decided to try and go ahead and do gold just for to see how it looks like, and he liked it, and instead went with gold. With, oh my god, getting letters and words confused. And he said it looked pretty good, so he just stuck with that. So pretty cool idea. And that's basically all for this video as well. This was not requested by anybody. I just decided to do this since why not? So please tell me in the comment below, what are your thoughts on these facts? And also, maybe you can also mention some facts that you probably barely knew and you want to tell the rest of the commenters about, since most of them probably didn't know about that specific fact. And also tell me your thoughts. Will you like King Ghidorah with rainbow wings and a purple body? Or do you like King Ghidorah with golden body and, you know, yellow wings? So that's basically all for this video. Subscribe, like, and comment. This is methlokaiju signing out.